Okay, here's our follow-up to the rescue call we got of finding a vehicle that was lost in the woods. We did find them. How far off were they on their directions? Well, they were off by, probably, I want to say they were off by probably 10 miles. They thought they were on a road that they weren't on. They were actually on a different road. We've already got them unstuck and got them back out to a paved road. So main roads in the UP typically look like this. They're paved. And if they're going to have a shoulder line. See the shoulder line, the little white line over there? Yes, it'll be disappearing pretty soon when the snow covers it, but that's a main line. All of the roads that are in the white chevrons, like this sign you see right here, all of your M roads, try to stick to those M's, or if you're on a US road, you can stick to those. But I would, especially if you're not familiar with an area, make sure you do a little research before you're going to go there. You go on the internet and see what the roads are like and stuff like that. Try to stick to the paved roads. If you have a GPS and you do get yourself in a situation where you get stuck, or you get turned around, or you get lost, best thing for you to do, and let's say you have cell service, so you can call out. Best thing you do is give your location, and then call somebody for help. Give them your location. Now, if you have a GPS unit, a lot of vehicles do. I have one. It's right there. Okay. You click on your GPS unit on the data part of it. So you have loaded the data screen. Okay. And then if you scroll to the bottom of that data screen, it will say location. See? And my location is changing a lot because I'm driving at the moment. But when you're calling for help, if you give us that location number, that will aid us immensely in finding you. What those are GPS coordinates, or location coordinates, okay? And those location coordinates will help those of us that are coming to look for you. It'll help us to determine where you are to begin with. So, yeah, what does that mean? Well, you say, I have a GPS, and I got turned around, and all right, so you call for help. Let's say you called me for help, and you give me those coordinates, right? Now what you need to do is go back to your car, or stay in your car if you didn't get out of it. Stay in your car, and don't make the situation worse. Don't go to that once, don't tell me you're here, or tell the rescuer you're here, and then try to drive somewhere else, or try to go somewhere else because you think, I think this way's out. No, you're just making it worse. Now we got to come searching for you. A little backstory on our search today. The location, the person called me, said they were lost, turned around and all that. They told me the road where they were. Now when they called me, that's where they were. But they decided they weren't stuck at that point, or they were a little stuck, but they were able to get themselves out. But instead of staying where they were, they decided they could figure their way out of there, even though help is coming to them. So because help is coming, they tried to go find their own way, and they ended up making it even worse. They got even more lost than they were, and when they got more lost, they lost their cell service. So us, as the people that are coming to look for you and that are a little familiar with the areas you're going, we ended up, I know I drove, I should have had about a 40-mile drive from my office to where they were at. I started there, and then I started working my way outward on every road I could think of that they would be on, and they ended up being about 10 miles off, and not because they gave a bad location to begin with. It's because they got themselves 10 miles more lost in the process. Thankfully, actually benefit on my end that they were moving, and they got on a narrow road, got stuck, and I was able to find them. So, moral of the story is, don't listen to your GPS. And if you do listen to your GPS and you get turned around and you call for help, stay where you are, so it's easier for us to find you. That's about it for now. We'll come back with more items when we have them.